Good day, everyone. Steve Hartline, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We have a very special interview we're going to do now. I'm joined by Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson in our studio. Sheriff, how are you?
Good, Steve. Thank you.
And a longtime friend of ours, we're going to do this by way of Zoom, and that is our longtime friend, Mike Hall. Mike is the former director of the Drug and Violent Crime Task Force in this district. But now, Mike, how would you describe what you're doing now, sir?
Steve, I work on a contract with the Department of Justice in Ukraine, where we train, advise, mentor, and supply and help reform the National Police of Ukraine and also the State Border Guard Service. It's an organization under the DOJ called International Criminal Training Assistance Program, and it's under the Assistant Attorney General of the Department of Justice.
So, Mike, I know you're close to the Ukrainian border. Just, if you will, tell us what you're seeing there, what you're experiencing.
Well, I'll tell you, Steve, the Ukrainian people are holding their own against unsurmountable odds. It's amazing to watch the patriotism and their efforts. It's incredible. I get daily reports. Some I can share, some I can't share. But so far, no major city has been taken from the Russians, and the Ukrainians have been able to hold and stage off many of their attacks and efforts. So they're keeping up, as best they can, and hopefully they'll be able to continue their fight.
We're joined by Mike Hall, who is near the Ukrainian border. Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson is in our studios here. So I know you contacted the sheriff and contacted us here, which I appreciate. I know there's a great need there, Mike. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, Steve. So in our neighboring nations, to get things through the border, there is no air flights going into Ukraine at the moment. So we're trying to get through certain borders that are more friendly than others, and it changes daily. But on the ground, we're trying to get as much supplies through, mainly medical supplies, tactical medical supplies, as well as personal protection equipment such as bullet-resistant vests, helmets, and other life-saving equipment. We've pretty much purchased, with our partners, everything in the neighboring countries, and I had an idea to start up an Amazon account. And then I asked Sheriff Lawson if he could help host the collection services from all those folks. And he would hold them. And then once we get enough, I will send a shipment out to us at whatever border needs to be crossed at that time and get them to the front line.
Sheriff Lawson, tell us about this.
Well, it was early yesterday morning. I think for me, I don't know what time it was for Mike, but he actually started texting me pretty early, and I didn't really even understand the text at first. I had to clarify what the need was. So I agreed pretty much immediately that we would be a drop-off point. He said once we collected the items that they would have them shipped. We're going to try to box them up for them, make sure they're ready for shipping, whatever items are donated. I think the more the word gets out, the more people are contacting me and wanting to donate. We're behind them. We're behind Ukrainian people. Look what they're doing. They're standing up. You talk about a real democracy, real patriots. Those people are standing up and look at their leader. Their leader is right there toe-to-toe with them, and we have to admire that. And we need to be with them all we can. We need to give them all the support we can. And I opened up the sheriff's office, and not only that, and I just texted Michael a little while ago, I actually have been in contact with the director of the Sheriff's Association trying to get him hooked up with Mike. So at least other sheriff's offices across the state can be involved in this if they wish to be. And I think they would be if the word gets out. So I think they're going to communicate. Maybe we can make it even more widespread across this state for more people to be involved.
You're listening on the radio. We're on Mix 1041. We're joined by Mike Hall, who's close to the Ukrainian border. We've known Mike an awful long time, a longtime friend of ours. And Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson. All right, Mike, if you will, why don't you go through some of the supplies, if you can, that are needed, and then what people around here would need to do.
Steve, we're looking for trauma medical supplies. So gauze, bandages, quick clot, tourniquets, the combat tourniquets especially are in big need. There is a list of items, and Steve, if people can be directed to your Facebook page, you can post what's on the Amazon list. They can just click right there and see what we have going and what supplies are needed.
All right, we will definitely do that, which our Facebook page is Mix 1041 WCLE, and Sheriff, like you said, locally, the sheriff's office will be involved.
Yes, and we are the drop-off point. My people know that. We have boxes ready, and I've even been contacted by some folks who will bring theirs in ready to ship. So we will communicate with Mike as soon as we get enough for the first shipment. We won't want it set for days. We want to get it en route as soon as we can. So as soon as we see enough that comes in the sheriff's office that we're able to ship, we want to get it en route. And then we will continue this as long as we need to. And my people there are all on board. Everybody jumped and said, let's do this. So we're ready to go. We're ready. That's what we are. We're a service organization, and we serve doing the right things. And this is the right thing to do, and that's the reason we're involved.
Mike, they're close to the Ukrainian border. Anything else you want to add here before we go?
Yes, Steve. I've been living in the center of Kyiv for quite some time, and my neighbor is the mayor of Kyiv, Klitschko, who was a three-time world heavyweight boxer, who actually is fighting on the front line for his nation. Today we lost two police officers that we've mentored and poured into, and it's an emotional time, and it's vested. It would be like my house off the frontage road. Somebody started attacking my neighbor, and so just to put it in context, the Ukrainian people are some of the finest and friendliest people out there. They want to reform their country and be the best they can, and this doesn't need to happen. And good people are dying just to serve their fellow man. So I will say that police officers around the world are similar. They're selfish and selfless, and they go out and serve their community with all their heart. And I can't say how proud I am of all the folks that we've invested in with time and money, resources in Ukraine that are holding down the fort. What they need really is prayer. They need a change. They need peace. And I believe it can happen.
Mike, the world is behind them, and we are behind them here. And as I have mentioned on the air since this started, we have a significant, Sheriff, we have a significant Ukrainian population right here in Cleveland and Bradley County.
We do. And like I said, we want to do the right thing and service people, and this is the right thing to do. And I just want to remind people that are going to drop stuff off. Let's make sure everybody's on the same page as far as the sheriff's office. You can just come in the front office or contact us at 728-7301. They'll know what you're talking about. You can talk to them. It's going to be during office hours right now. 8:30, 4:30, the front door is open. So drop them off during those times so we can get them and start putting stuff together, getting it ready for shipment, so they will be able to pick it up. So I just think the people of Bradley County and Cleveland and Charleston and all of us, we always answer the call.
That's right.
And this is no different.
That's
Let's
right.
answer the call for this, and everybody get involved and show how strong we really are and how much we back the people in Ukraine.
Mike Hall, our longtime friend. Mike, thank you so much. And Mike, the invitation is always open. The door is always open. Please keep us updated, and let's not let this be the last time we visit.
Thanks, Steve. And if I could add one thing, Sheriff, if people are dropping things off that they're bringing, I'm asking them to write a note of where it's coming from, Cleveland, Tennessee, and write a note of encouragement. Hey, we're behind you. Write a prayer of support.
Yes.
Because this is the time, we can bring peace in there through what we send them. And so I'm asking everybody, if you can, drop a little note in there. Tell them you're praying for them. Tell them, we're behind you. And that goes a long way, because they're not just suffering physically, they're suffering mentally, right? They feel alone. And so if we can get those notes out there as well, that'd be a big help.
Our friend Mike Hall there in the Ukraine, Bradley County Sheriff Steve Lawson. For all of us at Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv, we are going to post that list at Mix 1041 WCLE on Facebook. Please join in and, of course, stay here with us.